It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Lakers win the tip. Outside Johnson. Lets it go. Divac can't get it to go.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Here's Randolph. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Perkins. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
Conley looking for an opening. No good with the triple. Now Los Angeles with it. To the wing, right side. Scott. Offline with a three.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. The teardrop. Here's Worthy with the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And that's what he's known for. Great activity on the glass. He will outwork you.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Lakers ball.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Worthy. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Worthy. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Allen. Outside Conley. Five to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Randolph. Rebounded by the Lakers. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gasol to stop the drought. And it's good on the lay-in.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
Well, that is just point-blank range. They're going to convert that almost every time.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
A minute 53 left in the first quarter. Pass to Pondexter. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They grab their own miss. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Timeout called, the Lakers.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right five on the court together?
both teams changing it up here. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Drew. Tipped. They recover it. 4 on the clock. Outside Conley. The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Here's Johnson. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Gasol. To the wing on the left. To the paint. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's hammered home by Green.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance. He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Yep, that one's good.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Pass to Dooley. Back to Conley. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Los Angeles ball.
And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
Memphis ball.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Lakers on top, leading by 5. And we'll bring you the start.
The Grizzlies. 7.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Clock at 6. Here's Randolph.
Lakers foul.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And that one misses. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Scott. Nails it from 3. Scott's got 7.
Well, I was getting benched if I took that 3 on a break, but not now.
Pass to Pondexter. Here's Randolph. Covered by Johnson. Here's Randolph. Rebounded by Johnson.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Conley. Green with the defensive effort.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Down low. And stolen by Green. Here's Drew. Rebounded by Pondexter. Here's Randolph. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Randolph's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Pass to Dooley. Here's Pondexter. Fires the 3. And they'll get another chance. Now here's Conley. Here's Dooley. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Dooling's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Out to the wing. From the baseline. Yes, on the jumper.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Conley goes in. Randolph.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Zach
Randolph's got 8.
Assist from
Now Los Angeles with it.
Conley.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Grizzlies.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. So Memphis calls timeout, their first.
They've committed enough fouls to be in the penalty already. Not good. They really need to concentrate on playing strong defense without getting too physical.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Magic Johnson. 2 shots. Grizzlies, timeout. It's time, everyone. Let's hear it for your Laker girls.
The free throw drops for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Gasol. Now Conley. Covered by Johnson. Back to Allen. From deep. And here's Conley. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Green. Oh, deflected. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Grizzlies ball.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. And that one's good from Conley.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Divac. Gasol comes with a double team. Back to Johnson. Knocked away.
The defensive rebounding is so important, and he fought for that one.
And they take the lead.
3 points.
And now a 3-point Memphis lead.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Scott. And he makes it on the layup. Scott's got 11 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate. Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Inside. Here's Divac. Back to Johnson. To the inside. Pass to Worthy. Shoots over Allen. No good. A bit long that time.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, there are nights where Conley has to do it himself, and that's the sign of a veteran point guard, knowing when you have to take over.
Here's Divac. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater!
Lakers.
Are you kidding?
26.
Monster buzzer beater helps carve into that deficit.
28.
It's anyone's game now.
And so it's Mike Conley making things happen for the Grizzlies. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge.
Called for the Lakers.
The Lakers call timeout.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
Time to get loud for your Lakers youth dance team.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The lead is 2 from the arc. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Yeah, this is Money Mike in action. An efficient shooter who does all he can to find points.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity. At the rim.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
To the middle. Here's Green. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Green's got 6 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
For 3, Conley. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside, Green. Back to Johnson. Over to the wing. Here's Scott. And the 3 off target.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
Back to Gasol. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Randolph. Another shot. Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
You're always going to get effort from Gasol. Fantastic at staying after second chance scoring opportunities.
Count the basket. Grizzlies lead by 6. Outside Conley. Pass to Roden. Back to Conley. Six to shoot. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
Here's Scott. Fires hitting the triple. He's got 14.
Yeah, defensively, you just have to be better than that. You know he's a very good three-point shooter.
And Green comes to help. Here's Roten. Memphis the rebound. Pass to Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
From deep, Conley. Offensive rebound. And then Gasol with the jam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Back to Johnson. And the layup is good off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
Personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
At the line.
They're